So put your nice, relaxed music on. And just find a position that's comfortable for your body today. Closing down the eyes. Relaxing down through the jaw, through the shoulders and arms. Relaxing hands and fingers. Relaxing through the chest and the belly. Through the shoulder blades, the middle back and lower back. Letting go through the hips and the buttocks. Through the fronts and backs of those thighs. The fronts of the shins and the back of the calves. Ankles, feet and toes. Taking 5 deep breaths in and out. And 4. So as we move through class, we keep that connection and focus to breath. Last one. So no matter where you are right now, I just want you to bring the knees into the belly and then just gently roll over onto your left side and gently press yourselves up onto your knees and shins. Open the eyes up, roll those shoulders back and down. So if you're seated on a chair, just stay nice and strong seated onto the booty. Take those knees wide for me. Keep the big toes together. So if you're in your seat, take the feet apart, knees wide. And then just walk those hands straight down into child pose. If you're in your seat, just let the body drop forward. So sinking down through the hips. Last breath. When you inhale, come all the way up onto all fours for me. So again, if you've got a seat, just pressing the hands down into the seat, bending the knees as much as you need. Bring the knees under hips, wrists underneath those shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in, lifting the chest up, eye gaze up, tuck into the toes. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, tuck the hips forward. Inhale, looking up. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round. Now start to connect to how the body and the spine feels. Is there any resistance through the upper back, through the shoulders? Maybe it's the middle spine, lower spine, hips. So again, just with the breath in and out, moving through that flexion and extension of the spine. And just taking note. One more. Then come to a nice neutral spine for me. We're going to extend our right toes out and our left arms out. And just float them up. Now we can do this also from the chair as well. So just gently lifting the foot slightly off the ground if you're on the chair. So hold it there for me, team. Draw the belly in. So it just looks like this. Keep the eyes up. Squeezing this buttocks here. Lengthening out those arms. Lengthening out those legs. Breathe for 3. And 2. We're going to inhale, lengthen it out to the side. Then exhale, draw it back to center. We've got 5. Take it out wide like a star and then squeeze it back in. 2. Try not to let the foot drop towards the ground. Keep it lifted as you swing it from side, back to center. One more. And then just bring knees together. Hands wrap around as we drop down. Shake those fingers out, loosen up through the hands and the wrists. Feel the belly press against the thighs as you inhale. And notice the space as you exhale so your body can drop down further. One more breath. Inhale, come back onto all fours, spread those fingertips. A little gap between those knees and feet. Extend your left legs and your right arm. We're going to float them up. Hold here and squeeze. So lift the eye gaze just slightly forward so the spine's in nice alignment. Shoulders away from the ears. Point the toe. And picture I have your hand and I'm pulling you towards me, and then my eagle twin has got your foot and she's pulling you away. So we're literally playing tug of war with your body, lengthening from fingertips to toes. Take a nice deep breath in, extend it out to the side. Exhale, draw back in. Keep squeezing up through the belly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze to center. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. And now bring the hand down, knees come right underneath the hips. Draw the belly down and shake those hands out. So we're going to come right down the end of our mat. So if you're in a chair, I'm going to show you what to do with the chair. So we're going to come into our high puppy. So our lovely puppy pose, the hips and the booty stay high. So they stay in one alignment with the knees. And we start to draw the chest down, pressing the chest down. So make sure we don't start to arch and really press the booty up. You want to keep the spine long and tip from the hips, dropping the chest down. You may wish to bring your chin onto your mat. So you're feeling like you're trying to press your armpits down onto your mat. Now with your chair, you're going to use the back of your chair. Bend the knees and then just drop the head down between the arms. So exhale. Feel the body drop and soften. So we're lengthening out through the arms, up through the latissimus dorsi, the big back muscles, kind of like the wings if you're a swimmer out the side. So you can feel a nice stretch up underneath the armpits. So strong through the arms. Spread the fingertips. Two more breaths. All right, inhale. So we're going to keep stretching and lengthening out through those shoulders. We're going to bring our elbows underneath the shoulders. Bring the hands together for me. So make sure they're right underneath your shoulders so they're not too far away. Bring it right underneath. Squeeze up through the belly, shoulders away from the ears. And all we're going to do is tuck the toes and then lift the booty up. Now again, you can do this from your chair with the seat, elbows down, and we're going to just press the booty back. So the shoulders will be slightly away from the elbows. So it's quite strong in these legs here. Now the head stays off the floor, strong through the shoulders. Belly's tight. Now, if you're feeling strong today, you can start to walk your feet in closer towards you. Keep the head off the ground. Breathe for 5 and 4. Pressing chest back to thigh. 2 more. 1 more breath. And now look to the hands, bend the knees, take the knees wide. Big toes together and come down into extended child pose. If you're in a chair, just sitting down, chair, letting the body roll forward. We're going to do 1 more. So take a nice deep breath in. Bring those elbows underneath the shoulders. So bring the knees under the hips. Oh, this necklace. Tuck the toes, take a deep breath in and exhale, lift up. So bring the tailbone right up, come up into the tip toes, then press those heels back. So strong, press your chest back to the thigh. Looking up between the knees. Belly's tight. And you can start to walk the feet in. Relax through the jaw, holding for 5. If you need to, bend the knees and then press back. 3, 2. Last one. All right, look to the hands, bend the knees, bring those knees to the floor, big toes together, press your booty back. Now extend the arms out long. Relax here for 5 deep, nourishing breaths in and out. Just notice the heat, notice the heartbeat, the breath. Two more breaths. All right, team, we're coming up. So we're going to keep the knees under the hips, but just bring those hands slightly further forward. And all we're going to do is just drop the hips down. So we're going to drop the hips down. So just be careful of your lower back. So I don't want you to really kind of jar it. Just really gently allow the hips to drop down. Squeeze the buttocks as much as you need. And then just lift the chest up, eye gaze up. Relax through the toes and the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in. And then just exhale, press back to the heels. Your next inhalation, pressing up, lifting the body. I'm just going to drop the hips down. Release the toes. And press down. So to bring a bit of strength into those arms just for 4 rounds. So we're going to slide the body down low and then bring ourselves up. So if you're not sure, we need to watch. We're going to literally keep low, slide through, and then press up. Drop the hips. Breathe 3. And you can do this from the chair 2. And 1, press the booty back. So I've only got 3 more of these. Spread the fingertips. We slide through and lift up. Drop the hips, eye gaze up, chest lift. Now remember, if it's not too much, just keep moving forward and back at where we started. Okay, drop that. So if you're on the chest, so slide through, then lift up. So you do exactly the same. You're going to slide through, lift up. And then you can take the feet further back and drop the hips. Now, if that doesn't work, if you've got bad wrists, just press the hips here. Open up through the chest. Last one. So a bit of upper body strength, sliding through from that child pose, lifting up. Make sure the hips drop down. And now just press all the way back onto those feet. Lift the chest. Let's interlace and draw those hands behind. Roll the shoulders back and down. Just close the eyes for a moment. Start to lift the arms up away from the booty. All right, team, we're going to get those legs nice and warmed up. Press the hands forward. So the shoulders should be warm. Getting some blood flow through the arm. Roll it up. And all we're going to do is just step forward with our left legs. So big step forward. Again, just make sure that ankle and knee is in alignment. But we're dropping down through that crunch. We're going to tuck the back toe, so I'm going to get onto the mat. Make sure your back foot is on your mat so you've got that grip. So we're lifting up, take a deep breath in. We're going to come into a nice high lunge. So you can have hands on your hips or reach those arms up. So we're dropping down through those legs, feeling this great stretch up the back leg. Knee and ankle is in alignment. Belly's tight, shoulders away from the ears. So we're really going to drop down and work this left leg for a moment. 3 more breaths. 2. Now all we're going to do is reach forward. Stay low, reach forward. Dropping down even further. And we're going to start to drop the back foot down, flattening out the foot as we windmill up to warrior 2. Stay low. Stay bending. Oh, hello, heat in those legs. Shoulders away from the ears, drop it down. 5, 4, 3. Every exhalation, try and drop down. 2. Now just rest the elbow onto that thigh or bring it to the floor or reach it out long. Keep bending into that left side, team. We've got this. It's temporary discomfort, a little bit of a burn. Bring the eye gaze down to the floor. That feels better on your neck. 2. We're going to windmill the arms back up. Stay low in that leg. Flip the hand. Lean back. So if you've been doing fusion class, you're ready for this. Reach it back for 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Dropping down. Last one. Windmill. Frame the foot. Release the back toe. We're not going anywhere yet, team. We're going to bring that right hand to the left foot and left hand up to the ceiling. Little twist. Feel the opening up through the chest, twist through the spine. 3 more breaths. And frame that foot. Take a deep breath in. We're going to pick it up into our down dog. So walk out those feet. Again, pressing the hands down into the chair, put on the chair. Walking those legs out. So pressing and just let the hips wiggle from side to side. Do whatever feels best for your body here. So look to the hands. We're going to change those legs. We're going to step through with the right foot now. So nice and big. So find that balance. Ankle and knee is in one straight line. Belly stays tight as we lift on up. So hands on hips, or take a deep breath in, raise the arms. Drop through the shoulders. Eye gaze up. 2 more breaths. Good, keep dropping into those legs, guys. All right, reach it forward, lengthen forward. Dropping down. For 3, I'm just going to turn myself around so I can make sure I stay facing you when we open up. Last breath. Now we're going to take a deep breath in, exhale, flatten that foot. Ooh, windmill those arms around. Place the foot down first before windmilling, Candice. All right, and drop down into warrior 2. So feel a beautiful opening up through those legs, strong in that back leg. Arms come up, looking down that middle finger. So 5 breaths. So smile, it's okay. 2 more breaths. All right, drop onto the elbow, onto the thigh, or hand comes down. Reach that top arm over. Keep dropping down into the right leg. Feel the hip open. Just find that breath. Just calming everything down. All right, we're ready to windmill those hands up to warrior 2 again. Exhale, lifting but staying low in the leg. Flip the right hand, raise it up. Oh, slippy today. All right, so reach back, open up through the belly, the rib cage. We lean back. And 3. And 2. Reach it back long. All right, come back. We're going to release. Come on down. So into a high lunge with hands. Press the hands down on either side of the foot. Take a deep breath in, then exhale. Pick that foot up. Walk it back into down dog. Spread through those fingertips. Pressing the chest back to thighs. And then just lift right up onto your tiptoes for me. And now press your heels down. Chest press down. So we're going to bend down in the knees and just drop. So we're just hovering off the floor. And then lift the booty up, press the heels down. We're going to do 3 more of these. Dropping down, knees just hover off the floor. Press the tailbone back. Press into the arms. Now lift the booty, heels back. 2 more, dropping down. So we're hovering, strengthen those legs. Strengthen the upper body, press back. Last one. Lift up. Come into your plank for me, team. Bring knees down or stay on toes. Exhale, dropping all the way down to your belly. Relax. Let the toes crawl. Curl, not crawl. Curl over. Let one ear come down onto your mat. Just allow the body to soften and relax. So again, we notice the heat and the breath, the heart beating. Last one. So we're going to just gently lift ourselves up and grab our tennis ball. So everything I do from the mat today, you can also do from the wall. Okay, so you'll probably see me flipping from a laying position to a standing. So we're going to actually take it behind and work through kind of like behind our shoulder blades and some of the little trigger points in there. So again, you can do this just with 1 tennis ball, or if you've got 2 or similar balls of the same size, then you can pop them right on either side of your spine. So it's not going to be on your spine, okay? It's not right on your spinal column. It's actually to the side. So I'm just going to come on up. and just show you. So when you pop them in or underneath us against the wall, kind of picture you kind of got this little wing, and you're going to kind of pop it around there. Okay, and then you lay down onto it, so it's not on your spine, it's to the side. So we want the meaty part, where the masseuses get in normally and really make it hurt. Okay, again, you can do this leaning up against the wall as well. Okay, so whether you're up against the wall, if you're up against the wall, just bring your feet slightly more forward so you've got something to press against. You've got some weight to kind of press into the wall. If you're on the ground, we're going to bend the knees. So bend those knees. So kind of find where your shoulder blade is and just kind of go into the inside of it. Take your arms out wide for me, team. So whether you've got one or two. And I want you just to start to raise the arms into the body, lift them up towards the ceiling, drop them over the head. Now, if you find a little kind of owl spot, I want you to stay there. And then start to rotate the arms around. So you're going to do it 3 times. Nice and slow. Just stopping in any sticky or kind of grubby place for 2 breaths. And then what I want you to do is move the ball around underneath you when you've done 3 rounds. So you're going to move that ball to like another trigger point area or another place on the mat. So you might kind of wriggle around and move your hips around and go, oh, I'm going to try there. I'm going to go above and go a little higher. So gain body weights into that ball, lifting arms up. Hold wherever it grabs. 2 breaths. Circle slow. So if you're doing one side again, we're going to even it out. It doesn't matter if you've got both balls underneath, you're still going to do it 2 times through. All right, once you've done it 3 circles in that position, change the ball and wriggle yourself and go a little bit lower than the shoulder blade. So adjust the hips, raise the arms up. You can kind of adjust, you can kind of wriggle yourself around and go, oh, there's an ouch point. Again, stopping at any kind of clicky, clunky, grabby bit. Okay, so just be really aware. Putting full pressure into that ball. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to start to reverse the arms. We're going to go back up around the other way and just notice any differences where it grabs. Because we're working in a different position now, from a different angle. And then move the ball back to where it started and reverse the arms. And just notice if the shoulder starts to free up, if you start to get a bit more range of movement as you lift them back up, over the head together and down. And then take it back to the top point. Reversing the arms. And again, just notice little clicky areas, because maybe you can go back to that every day. All right, team, we're going to change sides. If you've been doing both sides at the same time, it's fine. But before you do it, I just want you to take the ball from out underneath you. Just lay down, the arms come down by the side. And do you feel like the side that you've worked on, the shoulder kind of drops a little lower now? Or it feels a bit looser, maybe it's not as much tension through the neck. So again, just be aware of that. Take that ball, place it underneath and to the side of that, oh, hello, and one side might be out immediately. So bring the hands up and over. Adjust the body. We're going to drop it straight down. Raise it up. Again, stopping at any clunky bit. And just notice the movements. So 3 rounds. Then we take it up higher to another point. So wriggle the body, find a new point. Drop the hands down. Lift around. Squeeze. So it's kind of like giving yourself a bit of a trigger point, deep tissue massage in a sense. Lift, lift. And then come further down underneath. Oh. So hopefully you're kind of finding spots that make you, oh. Because there's only so much when we can stretch. But if we can really release and loosen these points, just start to notice if the range, if the movement that you can circle your arms around starts to get bigger. Let's reverse the arms now. Taking them over the head, extending the arms out, drawing them back to midline and up. Using that breath, coming up back to the start, raising arms over, lengthening around. So there might be one spot here that triggers or radiates pain up and down the back. Come to the top point, adjust again, reaching over, taking your time. Using that breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just slowly come off that ball. Lay on down onto your back or lean against the wall of the arms. Come by your side. And all I want you to do is lift the arms both up. Take them overhead. Circle them around. And now change direction. Go out away from the body, up towards the head. And back in. Bring both knees to your belly. Just gently rock side to side. And then just gently bring knees up to, nose up to knees, drop the shoulders away. And now lengthen arms and legs out long. So we're going to work through the glutes and the hip a little bit with our ball. So we're going to place the ball kind of in that fleshy part of the side of that bottom. We're going to pick ourselves up. We're going to bend the bottom leg and the other leg's going to be bent. And we're going to press into that elbow and just kind of roll around a little. So you can do this against the wall as well. You're going to feel silly on the wall, but it's okay. All right, so you're going to kind of stick your booty or the ball against the wall and roll around. So this is quite a challenge into those glute areas. I want to come and have a look at your faces. Are we finding it a little tender? I love it. No one wants to really talk to me right now. So again, if we're on the wall, if it gets too much on the floor, come up to the wall or go this side so you can see. And it's like, it reminds me of a bear, rubbing against the tree, trying to get its fur off. But you're just rolling, or you can lean slightly against the wall onto an angle, okay? So as long as you're rubbing in this outside area of the glutes, that's what we're wanting to get into. You've got about 20 more seconds. So you can bring that foot in front if that gives you more, leverage. So just rolling around, make sure your shirt doesn't get caught. Oh, the burn, the deep burn. 10, 9, so nice little circles around. Getting a bit of an upper body workout through that shoulder as well, holding your body in place. 5, 4. Now find a really sticky point for yourself where you kind of go, oh, I don't want to roll on that bit. I want you to find it. Now drop. Drop the body, hold, breathe. Relax through the muscles, so you're dropping the body down. There's no pressure in the shoulder. You're just dropping down onto that ball. 2, One, roll around again. Find another spot. Oh Lord, and drop. So you want to find those little ouchy areas. And you might find that you adjust your body even to kind of get into that position. Okay, so move. If the shoulder starts to hurt, maneuver. Roll around one more time. So I can tell you that right under your butt is a nasty spot where there is sit bones are. If you start to roll around there and then plonk it down and drop your whole body weight down, it's nasty. Breathe, 5. Ooh, wriggle the toes. And let's change sides. Good job. And when you sit on it, you're like, oh, that's a bit tender now. Bring that ball, place it underneath. Oh, does that just hurt everyone else when they go onto that side? Ooh. So little rolls around and around. So again, you might bring the other hand in front to give you a bit more balance. So not too much pressure in the wrist though for me, team. Little rolls, you can press and lift in through the legs. So again, you can have a roll or a tennis ball. So big circles right around. Sometimes when you come up closer to the hip area and the top of the booty, that can really hurt too. A lot of attachments, a lot of nerves. All right, team, find a spot, drop down. Relax the shoulders. Just breathe and hang out. Looks like we're not doing anything now. Can kind of give you that cold sweat feel, really. All right, team, roll it around. Find another point and drop down. I like to relax the leg that I'm working and try to relax so the muscles aren't tense. So it really can kind of let go and get right in there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We've got one more spot to find. All right, roll it around. So try and relax the muscle when you drop. So it will help with the pain or the discomfort. All right, find a spot. Relax, drop. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Come off that ball. Aren't you glad to be off the balls? All right, bring those soles of the feet together. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Just drop, and just notice, I know when I roll out through my shoulders, my neck starts to click and crack, and it feels like it kind of goes back into a better position because this isn't so tight. We're going to take 2 hand gaps between our heels and our crutch. We're going to take the hands underneath, bring the hands on top of the feet, and then drop forward. Relax through the head, through the shoulders, through the jaw, and lengthen out through your lower back as you drop forward. Slowly coming up. We're just going to take the left leg over the right, bend the right leg. We're just going to do a nice little twist to finish. Squeeze that knee in. And let's change those legs over. Crossing the right foot over the left knee now. Wrap the left arm around the knee and look over your right shoulder. Gently relax, bring both feet together, knees in front of you. Wrap your arms around those knees and just bring nose down. Relax the jaw, your mouth, the shoulders. Deep breath in. And out. Gently release. And now you can choose whether you want to stay seated or you want to lay down for your relaxation. So again, just to notice the body. Take a little twist or whatever you need to do before you lay down or get comfy. So just closing the eyes down. I'm going to close by just scanning the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. You start at the top of the head, you move down the face. Just scanning for any discomfort, disease. Down the throat, tops of the shoulders, down the arms, over the elbows, the forearms, scanning the wrists, the hands, the fingers. And anything that might twinge or niggle, I just want you to kind of signpost it with a green or circle. You scan down now the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders, the upper back, shoulder blades, middle, the spine down through the lower back, to the hips, the buttocks. Now start to flow down the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, behind the knees, the calves, ankles and feet. Scanning the toes. Start to scan the tops of the feet, front of the ankles into shins, kneecaps, fronts of thigh, back into hips and pubic bone area. Bringing it up the belly, rib cage, chest, the bottom of the neck, the throat back to your mouth. Nose, eyes, forehead to the top of the head. And just be aware of the little areas you placed a green marker. Maybe they need some work, some love, some attention. And when you're ready, just gently rolling over to your side and pressing yourselves to seated. Just bringing the hands to prayer, your heart center. Just lift the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them back and down, sitting tall, opening up the chest. May you have a beautiful day and week ahead. Stay close to that tennis ball. Work with it this week. And I'll see all your beautiful faces very soon. Namaste.